A wise man once said, life is like a hurricane. Here in Duckburg, with Huey, Louie, and Dewey, like the Dewey Decimal System, which for the first time ever will be used to build a commander deck in Magic the Gathering. Since 1,000 of you sick freaks wanted me to build a deck full of books and silence, so my library is like a library. You see what they're doing there? It's funny. I'm a clown. I'm a jester for you guys. But I wanted to challenge myself, make a little Everest for me to climb. So it's going to be a library deck for sure, but it has to obey the Dewey Decimal System. So before we dive into what the hell that even means, if you can't already tell, I'm known as the most unhinged deck builder on the internet. So if you've got a weird, wacky, silly, goofy idea, challenge me in the comments down below. The one with the most votes, I have to do like this. And of course, while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Also, this program is brought to you by viewers like you over on the Patreon, where you can have me build you a custom deck or roast and review your deck. It's awesome. Would love to see it. Thank you. And also, this video is sponsored by the E7 Pro standing desk from FlexiSpot. I mean, just look at this one in action. My God, what a specimen. Beautiful. And the E7 Pro boasts a lovely 440-pound load capacity. I mean, just watch it lift up 1984, despite its heavy themes of totalitarianism, mass surveillance, propaganda, censorship, and mind control. Your desk won't buckle because it has upgraded structure, baby. Built for superior stability, reinforced walls, dual balance beams. Look at this hefty lad. My God, beautiful. Made of steel that only jet fuel can melt. Now, in all seriousness, I gave this desk to my dad as a gift because I want his bone density to stay good into his old age. And it's great. They set it up in their office. It looks beautiful. They got the Obama Wins newspaper. And I wish I could say that this was my parents' office. This is actually promotional material from the FlexiSpot website. So if that doesn't encourage you to go buy it, it's got the Obama Wins. What a legend. And while you're on there, hey, look, YT E730 as your promotional discount code. Get some year-end savings. Use that code. It's amazing. Thank you, FlexiSpot, for sponsoring this video. Back to the video. Snap, snap, snap. Lock in, lock in. So what even is the Dewey Decimal System? Well, it's the way that libraries organize their books. You see, they use this nice little chart and decimals and whatnot. But we're going to be using this chart for our own nefarious purposes. You see all these lovely categories of books? Well, we're going to use those categories to categorize our magic cards. But that's not all. You see these numbers right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc.? Well, those numbers are going to be the numbers of magic cards we get to have in those categories. All right, so for example, geography and history, it's the 900s in the Dewey Decimal System, but that's way more cards. So we only get 9 cards that fit into geography and history. Does that make sense? So in total, we're going to have 9 geography and history cards, 8 literature, 7 from the arts and recs, 6 from applied sciences, 5 from natural sciences, 4 language, 3 social science, 2 religion, 1 philosophy, and generalities, we get 10 of those because it adds up in my head that way. So in total, we get 55 cards. That's right, Dewey Decimal System, baby, not including lands and our commander, or commanders, I should say. That's right, because we're doing a library. I obviously wanted Val, Candlekeep Researcher, to be our first commander, 3 in blue. Basically, we add a lot of mana, equal to their toughness, and then we can't spend that mana on stuff from our hand. Where are we going to get our spells? From our library, of course, and they're a Candlekeep Researcher, which is a library in Dungeons & Dragons. Chef's Kiss, flavor profile, win, love it. Passionate Archaeologist, 1 in a red for a background. When we cast a spell from exile, which is all we're going to do, this creature deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to target opponent. So we take our book and we make our opponents eat them, damage-wise to the face. It's sick. Now, we're going to start off with the generalities, aka encyclopedias, curiosities, and wonders, as well as unexplained mysteries, like Soul Ring. How does it tap for more mana than it costs? The world will never know. Orcish Librarian, 1 in a red. We can pay a red, tap him, look at the top 8 cards of our library, remove 4 of them at random, and put the rest on top of our library in any order. That's very fun. We have a lot of land. We're going to want to get rid of it. Wan Shitong Librarian. It's a library deck. You know what I'm doing. We're drawing cards. We're doing stuff. When opponents search their library, we draw cards. It's cool. Book of Ras. It's a book. It's an encyclopedia. We pay 2 mana, a little bit of life. We draw cards. Nice. Library of Lang. Hey, we don't discard. Actually, we put it back on top of our library. Very cool. Library of Latinum. Hey, give me 3 draw, or I get to find something. It's pretty good. And now, of course, like any good library, there's a charred foyer in front of it. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card. We may play it this turn. That is the thing. And warp space, sometimes we get to pay 0. That's pretty cool. Now, we're talking encyclopedias, curiosities, and wonders, as well as unexplained mysteries, like flaming Tyrannosaurus. How he do that? How is he on fire? He's 7 mana for a dinosaur. When we do the thing, we do damage. That's pretty much good. And when he dies, he does the damage to everybody. Araxa, Empress of Mars. How are we doing that? When we cast stuff from anywhere other than our hand, we make an alien. And Wand of Wonder, because it's a wonder, and it does the thing we want to do, which is casting stuff from exile. Very nice. And that's the 10 done. Moving on, we got philosophy, and we get 1 of them. And nothing says philosophy more than counting on luck, baby. 3 red mana pips for an enchantment, exile, library, play it. It's great. And it's also a book, by the way, The Philosophy of Luck, so get wrecked. Up next, we get 2 cards from religion. So we got Eruth, Tormented Prophet, 1 blue-red for a human wizard. They're a prophet, like Jesus and Mohammed, And it also does the thing we want to do, where we exile the top cards of our library and play them instead. Nice. Then we have our second religion card, Blasphemous Act. Blasphemy, like Jesus and Muhammad being compared to magic cards. Exactly. Then we got social science, customs, cultures, laws, manners, costumes, fairy tales, etc. We get 3. Uba Mask. It's a costume, baby, and it does the thing we want to do. Very nice. Then we got leather armor. I've been to the Renaissance Fair. That's a costume. And we get to protect our commander a little bit, +1 mana on its tap ability, and it's a free equip. What's not to like? Then we got Party Thrasher. It's a manners thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a culture issue. 1 in a red, we get to convoke stuff from exile. That's nice, and we get to do the exile, play it later. Very nice. Now, we're only 16 cards in. Are you having fun? Do you know the Dewey Decimal System yet? Next up is the languages. Dictionaries, part of speech, sign language, foreign language aids, etc., etc. You know what I'm talking about. Opera love song. If you know anything about opera, they're in Italian. So that's a language, obviously. It does the thing, though. Then we've got Commune with Lava. With his communing is Italian, maybe. Maybe Lava speaks Italian. It's a language, you know what I'm saying? And it does the thing. Then we got Prophetic Flame Speaker. I know for sure this guy's speaking Italian. And when he does combat damage, we do the thing we like to do. Very nice. And Wayfarer's Bauble. When you travel to somewhere like Italy, maybe, and then you want to learn the language, and it's Google Translate. It's like a Wayfarer's Bauble. It's a bauble that's for wayfarers and traveling in languages and stuff. Next up, Natural Science. We get 5 of these. So, Tectonic Giant. Tectonic, like the plates. Yeah, that's natural. It does the thing we want. Embrace the Unknown. Like the scientific method. It does the thing. Then we got Unstable Amulet. When it enters the battlefield, we get energy. A thing that's in nature. That's right. And it does the thing we want to do. Then we got Wild Magic Sorcerer, which is basically the Pangea of magic. It's wild magic. It hasn't been refined yet. You know what I'm saying? Anyone who knows Pangea knows what I'm talking about. It makes sense. So then we got Soulfire Eruption, which is basically a volcano, which happens in nature, and it does damage. It does the thing we want to do, and then we can play those cards. You can see there's a pattern forming. We got Applied Sciences, inventions, robots, transport, pets, recipe books, etc. Inspired Tinkering, 4 in a red. Hey, guess what? It's applying that. He's tinkering. It's genius. It does the thing. It makes us money. What's not to like? Then we got Rose, Cutthroat Raider. Straight up is a robot. That's some applied science if I've ever seen it. Makes junk, exiles, which is what junk does, and it makes us some mana from sacrificing junk. Nice. We got Reality Chip, also a robot, with a little asterisk because it's an equipment, but it's basically a robot, let's be real. Then we can cast stuff from the top of our library, which is the thing we want to do. Very nice. Now, of course, you know what screams applied science to me? Hospitals. They're always applying science in there, which is why we got Yorith of the Healing House, aka a hospital. You know what I'm doing right there? She untaps our commander, and then she makes us big mana from our commander, and then we get to cast more spells from not our hand with our commander. Genius. And speaking of, we got Sage of the Beyond, 7 mana. He makes our stuff big cheap by applying a discount. You know what I'm saying? He's applying the science of discounts, and we get more spells, which is nice. But you know what's always screamed applied science to me? Hospitals, where they're making people from robots, you know what I'm saying? Like RoboCop, rebuilding them, but better. Just like Leilila, the Blade Reforged, 2 in a red, guess what? She's made of swords. That has got to be some form of applied science in my book. Also, she does the thing we like to do, and we get +1/+1 counters. Very nice. Next up, we got 7 arts and recreation cards. I don't know why I did this to myself. I could have easily just done Silence and Grand Arbiter as the commander deck and just it would have been a library thing, but, you know, I'm cracked. Let's get back into it because I'm a clown for you guys. So 7 arts and recreation cards. We've got Expressive Iteration, blue-red. Look at the top 3. It's a dance. Look, he's doing a dance. Prismari students dance in the tension. You know what I'm saying? And it does the thing we like to do. Very nice. We got Chakram Retriever, blue and 4. And basically, when we cast spells, we untap, but he's fetching, which is like a hobby you can do. And he untaps our commander, so we make more mana. It's fun. It's a recreational thing, playing fetch with your dog. Then we got Patriarch Seal, which is basically an Etsy thing where you do the custom little wax seal. You know what I'm talking about? Is this just a me thing? I know about it. Anyway, which counts in my book, and it untaps our commander, so we make a lot of mana, which is nice. Then we've got Reckless Impulse, 1 and a red. We all know what it does. It's recreation. Look at the flavor text. The Stitcher looks at their creation and sees recreation. He's recreating it. You know what I'm saying? It does the thing. Then we got Kellen, Planar Trailblazer. He's 1 red. It's recreationally trailblazing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a job. You do that as like a recreational thing. And he does the thing. Then we got Cemetery Illuminator. And don't judge. It's his hobby, all right? He's illuminating the cemetery. Do not judge this guy. He does the thing, though. Then we've got Freed from the Real, which has masks, which is sort of like acting, which is basically recreational. You know what I'm saying? And it untaps our commander. Now we're on to 8. We have 8 literature things. Oh, goodness. All right. Jessica's Will, 2 and a red. We all know what it does. It does the thing. It exiles the cards. We get mana from it. But Jessica's Will and Testament is obviously literature. Then we've got Penman's Aura. And as everyone knows, the Penman is mightier than the sword, right? Then we've got Future Sight, 2 and 3 blue. Play with the top card. And from our library, and what do they have in libraries? Literature, obviously. We got Magus of the Future, 2 and 3 blue. Guess what? We play with the top card of our library, revealed. Library, where they keep literature. Genius, but what kind of books are they keeping? A lot of old ones, I'm sure. Like Magic Treehouse, number 1, Dinosaurs Before Dark. The first Magic Treehouse book ever printed, and the first one I ever read. Speaking of, hey, guess what? Bone Horde Dracosaur. He's a dinosaur, right? He does the thing, and he makes value when we do the thing, which is pretty good. And it's like literature because he's from the Magic Treehouse book. Now, mantles are where you usually keep your books. Everyone knows that. You keep a couple books on the mantelpiece, just like Umbral Mantle, which is actually the wrong mantle. But you just learned something right now, which is literature. You know what I'm saying? Learning is literature. Everyone knows that because you can read. But it untaps our commander. We make a bunch of mana from it, which is crazy. Then, of course, knowledge is power. Everyone knows that. That's the classic saying. Apex of power must mean knowledge. It's 7 mana. We exile the top 7. We can cast spells from among them. If it was cast from our hand, we add 10 mana. So it's good. Then we got Igniting the Future because that's what knowledge does. It helps you burn the future into something brighter. You know, a brighter future for the children and whatnot. Igniting the Future literature. That's what power does. It does the thing, by the way. Now we're on to the geography and history section. Now, everyone knows the oldest thing that history ever teaches us is that mankind loves war and nothing more than war. We're always going to war with each other. So we got Cathar's Shield. It makes our commander a little bit stronger. Magebane makes our commander a little bit stronger. Slagworm Armor really makes our commander a little bit tougher, which is the idea because we want a lot of toughness to make a lot of mana to cast a lot of spells, which is why we also got Sword of Forge and Frontier. It does the thing. We exile the top card. We play more lands. Nice. Sword of the Perunes. Guess what? Hey, when it's untapped, untapped creatures get more toughness, and we can pay 3 mana to untap it, go infinite crazy mode. But of course, the Enigma Machine saved us from more World War II, basically stealing their strategy. That's a sick reference to anyone who knows World War II lore, but basically, it do the thing, but from our opponents, which is sick. Now, of course, geography and history, we got Wild Wasteland, which is geography, because it's a wasteland. You know what I'm saying? And Fibblethip lost on the range. Guess what? He's lost. Geography. He doesn't know where he is. We can look at the top card. We can plot it. We can cast it. It's good. And Felwar Stone, it's geographical because it's rock. It's rock. You know what I'm saying? It's a rock. So I don't know why I did this, but we're done. That's nice. Now, how does this deck win after all that? So obviously, Val, Candlekeep Researcher, with a little passionate archaeologist, we're going to go crazy, all right? How do we do this? We're going to disintegrate them into skeletons using our passionate archaeology powers. Stolen Strategy, Inspired Tinkering, Wild Wasteland. We do the thing, basically. We're casting from exile from our library. It's nice. Sage Beyond makes it cheaper. Future Sight lets us cast from our library. Reality Chip Library. Penman's Aura lets us untap our commander like a megillion times to make a bunch of mana to do all that. And Freed from the Real does the same. Tracham Retriever does the same. It's nice. Flaming T-Rex does a lot of damage. Araxa makes a lot of guys, so we can overwhelm our opponents in 2 different directions. It's nice, and doing all that, we win the game. Thanks to the overwhelming power of the goddamn Dewey Decimal System, nobody does it like me. I'm a goddamn freak. The one downside is 43 lands, but we're always hitting our land drops, and we got so much exile, it's like it doesn't even matter, guys. I promise. It's like it doesn't even matter. And that does bring us to the end of the video. So if you liked it, hey, leave a like. If you subscribe it, hey, subscribe. If you want to support me like all these lovely people, check out the Patreon, where you can get awesome monthly deck reviews, deck roasts, and custom decks all built for you. It's awesome and fun and sweet. And a big shout out to my Discord, linked in the description down below. Free to join if you want, by the way. And if you want to comment something funny for me to build, leave that in the comments down below. Again, the one with the most votes, I have to build. I'll only twist it monkey's paw style a little bit, I promise. And again, a big shout out to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. Check out the description and the pinned comment to see how you can get that sweet discount. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.